I want to get you out the door with every result from every league in under 15 minutes, so that you're more informed about what's going on in the world of sports.
Hey TJ, what's going on? I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler Sports and this is the Sport Report.
And I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports. Welcome to a special edition of this all-crazy sports newscast.
Broadcasting from somewhere in the United States.
Hit it, Blaze.
This is the Sport Report.
Friday, July 12th, 2019.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler with Sports, and this is the Sport Report. It's time to get you caught up on what's happening in the world of sports. This is Top of the Order.
In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
This is Top of the Order.
Our top story, and this was not an easy choice, we'll explain why in a second, but our top story comes from Birmingham, England, where the English cricket team win their first knockout tournament match at a Cricket World Cup since 1992. They defeat Australia, 226 runs to 223 runs. England had 8 more wickets or outs to get, so let's just say they had a lot of breathing room if they needed it. They bowled out Australia very quickly, and the Aussies are out. So it'll be England versus New Zealand in the final on Sunday at Lord's in London. Why was Top of the Order such a tough decision, you ask? Well, the second biggest news of the day, or arguably the first, but we chose cricket because cricket is not often covered. The second biggest news, Russell Westbrook has been traded from the Oklahoma City Thunder to the Houston Rockets for Chris Paul, meaning 2 former MVPs in James Harden and Russell Westbrook get to reunite in Houston. They played together in Oklahoma City a few years ago. Chris Paul heads to a rebuilding Thunder team, but Paul wants to go to the Heat, where they have a young core in Justice Winslow and Bam Adebayo, so Paul could be a leader on that team. It remains to be seen if that trade will go through. But for now, a dynasty is over in Oklahoma City, and it wasn't really a dynasty per se, it was just Russell Westbrook's show. He just had a few supporting characters over the years. But then again, it made Oklahoma City a big name after the Seattle Supersonics moved there to Oklahoma City in 2008. It's a new era for the Thunder, and after the first 11 years of making the playoffs and doing well, this time, the script has changed. And Russell Westbrook heads to Houston, where they could challenge, 5 or 6 other teams in the West. The NBA as a whole has changed. We'll cover the NBA as the season gets closer, but that seemed to be the last big news of this wild, and we mean wild, NBA free agency. Oklahoma City, as we mentioned, are starting a new era, and that new era includes multiple draft picks, 15 draft picks in the first round alone over the next 7 drafts. So they're going to be stacked and challenging for an NBA title soon. There was one Major League Baseball game between 2 Texas teams. The Texas Rangers shut out the Houston Astros 5-0. Lance Lynn is 12-4 on the season for the Rangers. It was the only game on the Major League Baseball calendar. We will return to 15 games on the slate later today. Texas is 49-42. They are 8 games back of the Houston Astros in the AL West. Houston is 57-34. 2 more sports to cover. In Le Tour de France, we have a new yellow jersey leader. Italian Giulio Ciccione finished 11 seconds back of Stage 6 winner Dylan Teuns. Ciccione takes the yellow jersey as Geraint Thomas is now in 4th. He's moving up the standings. Thibaut Pinot and Julien Alaphilippe, Nairo Quintana, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are the main names in the top 10 of Le Tour de France. Stage 7 is today, starting at 5:20 a.m. Eastern in Belfort. It's 230 kilometers from Belfort to Chalon-sur-Saône. And finally, Wimbledon. The ladies' semi-finals took place earlier yesterday on day 10 of the championships. In the first match on center court, Simona Halep, the 7th seed, defeats Elina Svitolina, the 8th seed, 6-1, 6-3. She'll move on to face Serena Williams, who defeated Barbara Starykova 6-1, 6-2. The ladies' singles final will be on Saturday. We'll have Sport Report tennis correspondent Ben Finlow to recap that. Today, on day 11 at the championships at Wimbledon at the All England Club, the gentlemen's singles semi-finals between Novak Djokovic and Roberto Bautista Agut, the number 1 seed in Djokovic and the number 23 seed in Bautista Agut. The winner of that match will take on the winner of the main matchup on the day and possibly the tournament, number 3 seed Rafael Nadal and number 2 seed Roger Federer. That's the Sport Report for Friday, July 12th, 2019.
For now, I'm Chandler.
Thanks for tuning into the Sport Report today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest in sports. Do you want to contact Chandler Sports or members of the Sport Report team? Visit sportreportcws.com
This podcast is copyrighted by the Sport Report for viewers to understand sports from a news reporting basis. Any other use of this podcast, Sport Report logos, or anything associated with this podcast without the express written consent of Channel Sports is strictly prohibited.